All campaigns have problems. Giving critical feedback that gets actionable results both internally and with your clients. This is basically stolen from Steve Jobs and also Scott Adams' analysis. A lot of times in outreach specifically, you have a campaign that is actually going really well, but there is a plank on the bridge that's missing. And because there's a plank missing, the leads never seem to convert in the right ways. So the team internally gets upset because they're doing really good work, but there's a couple gaps. And then the client also gets upset because they're spending money, like the leads aren't coming through. And in those situations, how do you frame it and how do you give criticism without saying, hey, we're doing this right, we need your help on this, or vice versa? Like, how can you give feedback and be critical both with your own team and with the client in a way that actually gets results, actually gets the Rubicon crossed? Like, it's a lot of times you'll do 9 out of 10 things right and you fix the one thing and it starts to work. What does that look like in practice? So one of the things that I tell my team internally and I tell clients is I'm like, look, all campaigns have problems. Like, there is no prescription for the perfect campaign. Even campaigns that start off perfectly, you never go 3 months without some kind of challenge that you have to address. So here is what is working with the campaign. And this is what we're working on. And this is like what I think is going really well. Like, it's important, especially for people on your team, to feel like the effort that they're putting in to move things across the line are getting done. A lot of times people on your own team don't always understand why things aren't working. And a lot of times the client has communication issues, or maybe they're championing the service and the rest of the team is skeptical. So you don't really get buy-in from sales, which is what you need to move a lot of deals across the line. Like, there's always issues with campaigns, but where there are leads, there's always hope. So it's really, really important to say, okay, here's what's going really well. Here's actually what's going better than some of our other clients that are getting maybe more results financially, but like they don't have the raw potential that this campaign has. And based only on that potential, these are the problems that we want to iterate through. And then we explain, like, here are the communications on here's where we could have done this better. Here's what we need from you. And if we both work together and we both take ownership, it's going to work. And so it's like the Steve Jobs quote, like, all cell phones have problems. Nobody's perfect, but we want to make our users happy. Here's what we're doing about it. You do the same exact thing, both with the client, but also with your internal team. Like, your team needs to know that you value what they're doing. And every campaign is going to have issues. We fix what we can fix on our end, and then we help the client fix things on their end. And if we communicate well, we're going to get the results that we want.